Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Hi, Granddad. Happy birthday. I'm so glad we can all be here together today to celebrate you. So a few of the things that I love about my granddad are his love for wildlife and fishing, and for instilling that love in me at a very young age. I didn't realize that girls don't really fish until I went to college, and I fish. I love to fish, and I got that from you, and you taught me a lot. And I also have always loved that when I was a young girl, you always took us out to the wheat field around the house and showed us the mares and the foals. And I can definitely credit my love for horses to you, and the passion you have for that. One of the other things that I've always loved and admired about you, Granddad, is at the end of your prayer before a meal, you always say, "Lord, help us to be of thy service and to do of thy will." And I I've always loved that. I've always found that to be the most beautiful phrase and a beautiful way to end a prayer. And I now end my prayers in that, and I always think of you. And you hold a very special place in my heart. And happy birthday, and I love you very much.
Happy 80th birthday, Granddad. I'm thankful for the passion for the horse industry that you passed down to me, and I thank you for supporting me in all my horse shows and anything I did growing up. I'm very thankful for that, and I will have Take a Pick ready for you to ride soon.
Happy 80th birthday, Granddad. So proud of you and all that you do, and so glad you're in my life. Hope you have a fantastic day and look forward to seeing you.
Happy birthday, Granddad. We hope 80 is your best year ever.
Hey, Dad. Well, for everyone, one of my favorite Rob Brown stories has to do with his son-in-law, Jody. There's several. This one can probably be told in front of the children. And it has to do with Mom's diesel 98 Oldsmobile. And when Jody and I were quite young, one time we went with Granddad to Colorado, to Matheson, and maybe a meeting. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, I know one day when we headed back, somewhere between Trinidad and Raton, Granddad was tired. He was napping, but anyway, he woke up and he said, first chance to get, I need to stop and go to the bathroom. So anyway, he fell back asleep. So we got to Raton, and Jody was driving, and he looked at me and he's asleep. So we kept driving. Well, anyway, then somewhere between Raton and Des Moines, he wakes up and he said, "Now boys, I need to stop and go to the bathroom." And so we get to Des Moines and he's back asleep. Jody's driving about 100, and so anyway, we just keep going, and we get between Des Moines and Gladstone, or whatever that is, the next one. He wakes up and he said, "Now guys, I gotta go to the bathroom." And so finally he fell back asleep, and when we got just a little ways outside of Clayton, he said, "I'm serious, guys. I got to stop." And we said, "Well, we figured if you could keep falling asleep, you wasn't needing to go to the bathroom very bad."
Happy birthday, Granddad. When I think of you, I think of quail hunting, bouncing through the pasture. I think of fishing, lots of good fishing. I think of going and looking at the mares with you, and just being outdoors, shooting dove, shooting quail, and sometimes flushing some ducks out behind the tank dam. Lots of really cool memories. Been a big part of my life growing up, and we love you.
What I love about you is how generous you are and the love you show to all us grandkids.
And I love how you hold this dysfunctional family all together.
Happy birthday, Granddad. We love you.
One thing that I love about Granddad is that he always eagerly opens up his home to anyone and everyone, whether it be a family holiday or my lunch break during school. Happy 80th birthday, Granddad. I love you.
Granddad, some of the things that I've always loved doing with you are going to check the mares and going fishing, and I've always loved listening to you tell stories, whether it was when you were a little boy or at Tech or somewhere you and Grandma went. I've always loved listening to those stories. I love your passion for whatever you're doing, whatever your project is. You're very passionate about anything you're doing in your life. And I'm so thankful that you've been such a big part of my life. No matter what I was doing, you were such a big support and always were interested, whether it was, you know, sports growing up or getting married or being a mom. You were always interested in what I'm doing and always asking me how my life is going. And one thing that's so special to me, and I'm so thankful that I've got to experience this as long as I can remember, is in church when the congregation says the Lord's Prayer. I can hear your voice over everyone else's, your deep voice saying that prayer, and that's something that's always been special to me, and I always look forward to it when I come to church with y'all. I love you, and I hope you have a fantastic birthday.
Happy birthday, Granddad. We love you.
Happy birthday, Rob. Thanks for all the many things you've done for Betsy and I and our family over the years. We had a lot of good times, and thanks especially for working with the 4-H judging team back in the 70s. Little did I know that I would get a trophy for life from judging horses. Happy birthday. Love you, Granddad.
Happy birthday, Granddad. One of the reasons I love you is how you've given me your love of the outdoors.
Granddad, this is Kelly, and I'd have to say that for me, one of the things I love about you, one of the many things, is that you're kind of like that no-miss Cavanese sire. You have sired 4 of my very favorite people in all of the world. 4 of my very favorite top 10 people in all the world. And so I would have to say that that is something pretty remarkable, that 100% of your progeny just happen to grow up to be outstanding human beings. Second thing I love about you is that you have allowed us to carry on a lifestyle that we love. And I can't hardly talk. But by the way that you passed the ranch on, you and Grandma passed the ranch on, was about the most unselfish thing I've ever seen. So love you. Happy birthday. I'm not showing you my face because, as usual, a day on the ranch, I don't have any makeup on.
Happy birthday, Granddad. We love you.
The things I love about my dad are love spankings, whisker kisses, the many learning opportunities you gave me as a young adult, your amazing generosity, and how our family enjoys spending most holidays with you and Mom in your home. Happy 80th birthday. I love you, Dad.
Hey, Granddad. Want to wish you a happy birthday and tell you how much I always enjoyed hunting and fishing with you when I was growing up, and really looking forward to taking Ford and Greer fishing this summer. Love you.
One of the things that I love about Granddad is he passed down his ranch to my family for me to be able to grow up on it. Happy 80th birthday, Granddad. I love you.
What I like about Granddad the most? Well, 2 of my favorite stories involve pickups. The first one would have been maybe like back in 1984, West Cliff, Colorado. As I remembered, it was a Toyota. Granddad said, oh, let's go take the Toyota like old Tom Landry would say it. This is a Toyota. And this little pickup used to be at Throckmorton, and it was Frankie Whitfield's truck, I think. And it was so small and so tough, and I mean, Granddad would drive that thing over rocks and trees and up mountains, and we had a big time. And my favoriteest part about you is that you're my husband's dad, and Without my husband, I wouldn't be me. And so I love you for my husband, and I wish you the very best 80th birthday ever.
Granddad, you introduced me to my first and greatest passion, the great outdoors. Hunting, fishing, just going out and checking mares. It's been a blessing to spend that time with you. Love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Granddad.
We love you.
Rob, when I think about the things that I love about you, one of the first things that comes to mind is how you raised your daughter. You know, I believe in the old saying that one of the most important decisions you'll ever make in life is who you marry. And thanks to you, and thanks to that daughter you raised and how you raised her, I'm a happy man. My life is fulfilled. And going along with that, I need to let you know that your benevolence and your generosity is inspiring to me as a husband and as a father. The fact that you have taken your life's work, the ranch, and now entrusted it with us to be the caretakers and the stewards, that's a really, really big deal. And it's so special to us. We don't take it lightly. And I don't believe I've ever told you those two things, but I'm glad I'm doing it now. I love you, Rob. Happy 80th birthday.
Hey, Granddad. My most favorite memory with you is when we caught my lizard Pete and you were tying a harness on him and he got loose into your shirt and we all started laughing. Happy birthday, Granddad. I love you.
Dad, one of the earliest memories I have is you and I together on the back porch washing our hands together. You would always say, wash together, dry together, and be good friends forever and ever. That we have. And for that, I'm very grateful to call you friend, to call you dad, and to work together with you. Love you. Happy birthday.
Hi, Granddad. Wanted to say happy birthday and that I love you. And a lot of the memories that you and I have had together have all been out in the field, whether teaching me how to hunt or fish. Probably my favorite one that we've ever had together is whenever you caught your biggest bass that you've ever caught here at Tiger Bass Lake this past year. And me being able to be with you and see that big smile on your face when that 8-pound bass came out of the water, seeing you be able to hold it and take a picture of you. Love you, Granddad. Happy birthday.
One of my earliest memories of you was when we still lived in Throckmorton, so I had to have been 5 at the oldest, I guess. So they dropped me off to stay with you and Grandma, and gone, and she wasn't there. And so you were tending to everything, and I asked you if I could have a ice cream sandwich, and you said no, but you can have a popsicle. I said, oh, okay. So I went in there and I got a popsicle, and I ate it. So then you were kind of tending to your deal, and I kind of got to thinking about it. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and sneak me in an ice cream sandwich real quick. And, he won't know. So I went and got me one, and I threw the wrapper in the trash. So then you see me, and you go, did you eat an ice cream sandwich? I said, no, I didn't. So you go and you open up the trash, and there's the wrapper, and then you mentioned that I had some chocolate on my face. So I got a spanking, and hopefully I learned something. Love you, Granddad. Happy birthday.
One thing I love about Granddad is when he sometimes comes to pick me up from school. It cheers me up after a long, tiring day. Love you, Granddad. Happy 80th birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad. Since I was a little girl, one of my favorite things to hear you say is, let's go make a circle. Growing up, they'd usually be on Sunday afternoons, and we'd load up and go to the pasture with you. I think springtime's always our favorite time to go with you to see the mares and the colts and the wildflowers. Thank you, too, for all the opportunities and the love that you've given us through the years. I loved working with you and Mom for 30 years in the ranch office, and hope I made you a better hand there than I did that first job driving the tractor. Sorry about the fence. Love you.
Happy birthday to you, Granddad. Happy birthday.
That's it, folks.